guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, hi, my name is M. Today is the beginning of Vlogmas. Are we doing Vlogmas? No way. But anyway, today I am doing a video that has been highly requested, or maybe I'm just the one imagining, but I think you guys are interested in seeing this. So today I am doing a video that is highly requested, and I have been filming this video like, I don't know, for the past 1 month, and I've never uploaded it. But this one, we have the energy, we have the vibe. Let's do this.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
My labor started on 1st of November 2019 at 12 p.m. and I'm telling you guys, it felt like very strong cramps. Yeah, like it just felt like strong cramps. Like I wouldn't even say strong cramps, it just felt like cramps, just like cramps. So when my labor started, I started at around 12, but then they were not very regular. I think I had contractions like only 4 times between 12 p.m. and between 12 a.m. and 7 a.m. in the morning. So when I woke up at 7 a.m. in the morning, then we started timing now. Okay, fine. So when I woke up at 7 a.m. in the morning, then I started timing. I started preparing myself very slowly to go to the hospital, but I also started timing because I didn't want to spend too much time in the hospital. I wanted to go there when I'm almost ready, or at least after I have felt all the signs that I'm told to look out for before going to the hospital. So when I started timing between 7 a.m. and 12 a.m., now they looked regular. I don't know if I was pressing the app at the wrong time, or maybe I was imagining contractions, because to me they were so close. Like they were like 7 minutes apart, 7 minutes, 5 minutes apart between 7 a.m. and 12 p.m. when I now went to the hospital. So at around 12 p.m. I showered, I took my hospital bag, and I went to the hospital. I arrived at Nairobi Women's. When I arrived, I went to the gynecologist. She examined me and she was like, yeah, you're at 2 centimeters. My parents actually didn't believe it, neither did my boyfriend. No one believed that I was actually at 2 centimeters. For some reason, my face did not look like I was in pain, so the whole time no one believed that I was actually in pain. So when they examined me and I was at 12 centimeters, I was at 2 centimeters, so she was like, okay, yeah, fine, Emily, you now need to go for an ultrasound just to confirm that everything is okay before we can admit you. So I went for the ultrasound. Everything was good. They estimated the weight of my baby to be at 3.8 kgs, and at this point, according to the ultrasound, I was at 38 weeks. But then according to me, I thought I was at 40, but according to the ultrasound, I was at 38 weeks. So the guy at the ultrasound was like, okay, yeah, fine, the baby is supposed to be born 2 weeks from now, but if you're in labor, then that's cool. So I took the report back to the gynecologist, and she cleared me, and I was admitted. So I went to my ward. When I reached my ward, I didn't change to the hospital clothes for a while, so I was able to move out of the hospital, like to move in and out, as I was also trying to distract myself and to quicken my labor. So I walked out of the hospital, I bought fruits. I was still in Bahamas. I was it hadn't picked up as much to the extent of now me not being able to do anything. So I went, bought fruits, came to my room, food was brought, I ate, and then I think I even ate when it was so cold because of stories and how are you feeling, so yeah. But then eventually I did eat, and then at this point, I think, yeah, my parents were there, everyone was there. My parents were there, my boyfriend was there, and my sisters, yeah. But then now at this point, my sisters and my father, they had gone, and now I was left with my mother and my boyfriend. And then later on, my mother also left because she was going to work, and then my boyfriend was left with me. And then at around, let's say 6 now, also my boyfriend left, and then he was to come back. Yeah, he did come back later on, yeah, I think. So this is now second. My labor started on 1st at 12 p.m. Now this is second at 12 a.m. Now this is second. Now on second, my first examination was done at 12. My second examination was to be done at 2. When my second examination was done, my second vaginal examination was done, I was still at 2 centimeters. So you can imagine. But then I by then I wasn't what is this thing called? I wasn't impatient yet. So I mean, it's okay. My next, but I'm telling you, before I even continue, the vaginal examinations were so uncomfortable. Let me tell you how it is done. It is literally done like this. You will think, as in, literally, I was just like, okay, fine. Then just put the whole hand in. As in, wow, why do you have to, oh, as in, is there no better way of testing this thing? Like, why do they have to? It was so uncomfortable. The vaginal examinations were actually so uncomfortable, and I had so many done on me. Woo! Anyway, so my next vaginal examination after the one at 2 p.m. was supposed to be at 4 p.m. Then after 4 p.m. it was supposed to be at 10 p.m. on second now. So at 4 p.m., between now 2 p.m. I think, between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., the labor started now, the contractions started becoming a bit, no, actually, between 7 a.m. and 12 p.m., the contractions were very, very painful. But that was because I hadn't relaxed. I was still at home and I was feeling like these contractions are so close, and I was in constant fear of having to deliver at home, because man, only God knows, I do not know how to deliver a kid. My boyfriend does not know how to deliver a kid. Like there was just no way this baby was going to come at home. So I was in that panic mode, and thus the contractions were very, very strong. But when I got to the hospital at now 12, they like died down. Like they were manageable. They were manageable, if I can say that. They were manageable. So at around 4 p.m. I think they started now picking up. After my vaginal examination at 2, that one was at 2 centimeters still. At 4 now, I was at, I think, 2 centimeters or 2.5 or at least 3, if I'm not wrong. Then now between 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. 10 p.m. was supposed to be my next vaginal examination. I started working at it, guys. I'm telling you, I started working at it. Like, I am walking around. I made sure I was literally even squatting. Not because of the pain, but just so that I can try and induce the pain. Like, so that I can try and fasten this process. Because while I wasn't feeling that much pain, but I don't know, for some reason I had that's a gut feeling. I had a feeling that this wasn't going to be as quick as I thought. Like, according to my brain, if I started labor at 12 p.m. yesterday, then at 5 p.m. the next day I should have delivered. But here I was at 2 centimeters. So I said, hey, you know what? I need to work at this. I started walking around, and then I was sleeping on my left side. Actually, whenever I would sleep on my left side, then the pain will increase, the contractions will come closer, and I thought at that point now I was helping it at least go faster. But it turned out I was just feeling pain for nothing, because at 10 p.m. when they did another examination, I was at 3 centimeters. Guys, at this point now I was tired, because I had felt so much pain between 4 p.m. and 12 and 10 p.m. I had been in so much, okay, not honestly speaking, it wasn't fire kind of pain, it was just strong contractions, but now they were very close to each other, and I had been sleeping on my left side the whole time just to at least try, and because now at that point, at that position, I'm feeling more pain, so I'm like, oh, maybe it is working better. But at 10 p.m. I realized it wasn't working. I was just feeling pain for nothing, because I'm still at 3 centimeters. So after 10 p.m. my next examination was supposed to be done at 2 a.m. on now 3rd, I think so. Now that's a whole day, as in I have already labored for like about 24 hours now, and I'm still at 3 centimeters. So at around 2 a.m. when the next vaginal examination was done, I was at 4 centimeters, guys, and not even at 4 centimeters, it was 3 to 4. You know, I'm telling you, I was so frustrated at this point. So after this vaginal examination was done, I was now removing some black discharge. But then it turned out this black discharge was from an infection I had had earlier on, but the nurses had panicked. Now they were like, oh, maybe she has, maybe it's meconium. But then when the gynecologist came and did the examination, when the gyna came and did the examination, I was now at, oh, she realized this was just an infection, like it wasn't meconium. Good gracious, because I was also panicking, like I had labored for quite a while. So at 2 p.m. So at 2 p.m. when they did the examination, now they had to break my waters because, well, I wasn't progressing. As in, Kwani, what's wrong with me? I'm not progressing. So they broke my waters, and at least I moved to 5. You know, immediately they break your waters, you're supposed to at least, you know. So when they broke my waters, at least I moved to now 5 centimeters. I stayed at 5 centimeters, I'm telling you, until the next day at 8 a.m. when now my next examination was being done. And it was, so yeah, after the examination at around 10 a.m. now the next day, on 3rd of November, the gynecologist was like, her vaginal walls are so thin, and like she's at 7 centimeters, so you should just give her a chance to deliver normally. Because at this point anyway, it has been almost now 72 hours. As in, everyone was now like, hey, well, this labor is quite long. And then now let me tell you the worst part. On 3rd, now when I woke up, I could not take anything. Like nothing could sit in my stomach. Anything I will take in, I will just vomit it immediately. And you can imagine. So actually not on 3rd now. On 2nd at around 12 a.m. I started just vomiting, and I was puking from 12 until now the next day on 3rd when I woke up. I tried to take breakfast, I was just not having it. So you can imagine I had been vomiting from now yesterday 12 till 3rd, now the whole day on 3rd I hadn't taken anything. And now my and honestly speaking, the whole time my contractions were not that bad. And at some point, actually, before I forget, now after the examination where I was at 7 now, I started feeling like the contractions were a bit closer, and people were assuming me now at this point, because I had been in pain for so long that now everyone was like, I think she will not deliver, I think she's just pretending, I don't think she's in pain. So everyone was now assuming me. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna be very dramatic. Honestly, I was feeling pain, but I was trying to hold it inside me. But now at this point I was like, you know what, there's no need to even try and compose myself. Maybe I just need to act as my body is telling me. So I started screaming and just acting up, and I was just all over the place. So the doctor thought, oh my god, I think this girl is in so much pain, let me inject her with some painkillers. He did. Let me tell you, the labor disappeared completely. Now at 12 p.m. now on 3rd, the labor disappeared after he injected me with Bascop and I think, or some other painkiller. The labor disappeared. So I'm there, I'm seated, I'm just looking at the doctors, and then you know I was so tired. So whenever I am relieved, whenever I'm not in pain, I am dozing off. So I'm there, I'm just dozing off, I cannot even pretend to be in pain anymore, because it's clear you're not in pain. How are you dozing off and you're in labor? So I'm just there, I'm dozing off, I'm looking at that doctor like, and then when I remember now I'm supposed to be in labor, I'm like, I'm dozing off. Yeah, so whenever I would remember I'm supposed to be in pain, I would doze off. As in, now I would wake up, be dramatic a bit, and then I would doze off, and then the doctors realized, this girl is not in pain, we need to do something, as in over and above what we've been doing. So at around 1 p.m. on 3rd now, the midwife decided to give me a drip of oxytocin. When he did, let me tell you, if there's something I would have done differently, I would have requested for oxytocin from the first day. As in, the pain is intensified, but it's not even intensified, it just comes a little bit more frequent than before. But then at least there is progress now. You know, before I was feeling pain, but I was not progressing. But now after the oxytocin, I was given a drip of oxytocin at around 1 p.m. on 3rd, and at around 4 p.m. I was now ready. But because people were not believing me, like, because the whole time people were saying, how can you be like this and you're in labor? Like, they expected me to be crawling under the bed. I don't know, they expected so much. Even my own mother was like, I don't think you're in pain. Like, if you were in pain right now, you could have been crawling. As in, we could not even have been able to hold a conversation at this point, because you're at 7. I mean, you're so close, you're supposed to be delivering very soon. How comes you can still talk to people? And I'm like, I studied hypnobirthing. I understand how to control this pain. It's not bigger than you, you're bigger than it. So why are you guys acting like I should be so dramatic right now? So at around 1 p.m. till 4 p.m, at least now the progress was now reasonable, and there now the nurses were also helping to rub my back. My boyfriend had been rubbing my back since first. Honestly, I was even now feeling for him, because anyway, so now guys were starting to rub my back. Now, yeah, like the pain was a bit more intense, I would say, or maybe the contractions were coming a little bit closer. But because I was so tired, whenever I would get a break once again, I will doze off. And whenever the nurses will find me dozing off, they were like, I don't think you're in pain. I do not think you're in pain. If you're not in pain, Emily, just tell us so that we may see what to do. So at around 4 p.m, I now felt ready. I felt the force now. And I told my boyfriend, I think I am ready. And he was like, but why are the doctors acting like you're not ready? I'm like, I know I am ready. Go call the doctors. He's like, I'm not sure I want to do that. You know what I did? I just left him there. I walked myself to the delivery room and I slept on that bed. Oh my god, once again I dozed off. And the nurses found me dozing and they were like, but how are you on this bed and you're dozing off? You're supposed to be underneath the bed right now, screaming the hell. I'm like, woman, I am ready. Do you know they stayed for almost a whole hour before they came into the delivery room now to check me? I slept on that bed from 4 p.m. till 5 p.m. At some point I was also doubting myself. I was like, well, maybe I'm not in pain. As in, Kwani, how comes everyone doesn't believe I am in pain? Maybe I'm not in pain. But anyway, so at around 5 p.m. on 3rd of November, now the midwife came in and he checked me and he was like, oh my god, Emily, you're ready. You can now finally deliver your baby. And here is where the puzzle began. Let me tell you, I just realized at that point I wasn't ready for the delivery itself. The labor, I had already studied how to contain it, but the delivery I did not know how. Because when I was told, now you're ready, you can now push, the first thing my mind registered, oh my god, you have no strength to push. Because I had been vomiting since, as in, I had not taken anything for such a long time. I had not taken anything. So I was like, as in my mind, the first thing I registered is, shit, I don't think I have the strength to push. But I did see how I was going to tell the midwife, now I don't think I can push, yet I have been in labor for 3 days. As in, it's only obvious you want to get done with this thing, but I do not know how to do it. So at this point, I think my boyfriend was still in the room and the midwife, and now they were trying to tickle my belly so that the baby will try to push himself out. And I was also now there trying to wonder, how am I going to tell these people now I can't push because I do not have the strength to, for some reason. But then for some weird reason, I do not know where the strength came from. But whenever I will get some strength, let me tell you the truth. Honestly, the delivery part was the hard part for me. Because, as in, we are told, or rather I was told, that the contractions are going to be so huge that you will not feel the process, you will not feel the delivery. But I'm telling you, me, the delivery part was so big that I was now not feeling the contractions. I wasn't sure if I'm in a contraction or what is going on. So the doctor was like, whenever you feel a contraction, Emily, just push. I felt the first contraction and I was like, okay, well, let's just try and see. So I held my feet and I was there and I pushed the first time, and I just realized, oh my god, I do not have the strength to do this. But I couldn't tell them. So after some few minutes, my boyfriend walked out of the room and was like, hey, this is too much. And then now, see, I kept pushing. I think at some point the doctor realized maybe I don't have the strength, so he instructed the nurse, help her to push. So the nurse put her hand on top of my belly and she just pushed my belly downwards, and I'm telling you, the baby just came out. He was so big, I literally felt every part of his body moving out of my belly. Like, I felt the perfection. I felt the head, the feet, the every part of the body, but it was so quick. I think he came out in 5 seconds, like and he was out. But before that, let me tell you, I had been pushing for like 10 minutes, and it is 10 minutes of not having the strength to do it. And then if that nurse couldn't have pushed it out, I don't think it would have come out. But anyway, he even came out with that ring around the head to show that he was a bit stuck on the cervix. But anyway, that is it for my labor and delivery story. Honestly, conclusively, I do not think it is as painful as people try to make it sound. Like, it wasn't at painful that I'm going to die kind of pain. It was, I can handle this pain kind of pain, but the delivery part was a bit scary. Like, if I was to advise someone, if you are going to deliver, at least make sure you have something that can give you energy before the delivery, like just glucose or Ribena. I do not know why I didn't have these things. I do not know why, because I only realized at the delivery room that I was this close to not being able to deliver after delivering for that long. But the contractions are not that bad, or maybe for me they were not that bad. So yeah, that is it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I know guys have been waiting for this story. I do not know if it was as dramatic as you expected it to be, but anyway, that is it for this week's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment. If my laptop will be good, then I will upload as much as I can. But for now, guys, I am struggling with a dead laptop. As in, with a laptop that I fufua, I edit to a certain extent, then it dies again. But anyway, that is it for this week's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment. Please share with guys. Like, just put on your status if you like the video. Just put on your WhatsApp status, on your Instagram stories. Do not even say anything about it. Just put it there. Whoever wants to watch it will. Whoever does not want, it's alright. But anyway, that is it for this week's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment. And until next time, bye guys.
Tunasondeka, yeah. Tunasondeka. Are you ready? Tunasondeka.